You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
We've reached our destination. Out of our way!
Shattering pieces!
Lunar blast! I never miss!
I'm on!
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Now you see what I can do! I'll face you no further! Azure Storm!
Lunar corruption!
Block it!
Lunar blast!
Denied! Super Swallow Day! Talon Storm!
Radiant look here!
Tectonic Punch! Watch this!
Freezing storm!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Talon Hurricane! Glimmer
Mega
Blast!
ray!
I'll finish you here and now! Does it hurt? Not bad. Catapult! Crush! Dragon
All
Tail!
sealed! Not on my watch!
Catapult! Eagle Assault!
Here's a healing arc!
This one keeps
let me
charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind
The end
me.
is nigh.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Shattering pieces! Attack time!
No more playing nice!
Azure Storm! Eternal Devastation! No further! I'm on it!
I owe you one.
Crumble! Talon Storm! Catapult!
Can handle this.
Azure Storm!
You pick
I can handle it! You're mine! Far enough! Crush!
Here's a healing arc!
Azure Storm! Catapult! Eternal Devastation!
Radiant pierce!
Talon Azure Storm!
I know!
You're mine!
Watch and
Azure Storm! Super
I have no
Searing
limits!
flame!
Does it hurt?
Reload!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
We should be able to cook here. You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Good night, everyone. All right, guys. Ready to go?
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Malabar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. Guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danon versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danons. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danons like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danons were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danon people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danons had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Beifong tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danons do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it, in which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
No choice. Engaging! Dust to dust! Eternal devastation! Fire support! Attack time! Let me take it! Punch that gun out of your hand! Bring it down! Burn it out! Begin for it! Mission can't get out of this! Azure Storm!
Not in your dreams!
Azure Storm! Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
There! One
Azure
more!
Storm!
Leave
me
ensnaring.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me! We can really make weapons with this?
Discourteous, aren't you?
I see one, eh? I'll make you! There you are now! I'm going in! My lord! You picked the wrong fight! Mission! We're not finished!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Coming through! Pieces! Resonate with the earth!
Annihilate!
Where are you going?
Azure Storm! On your knees! Take this!
The freezing
No kill
storm.
reflexes
Do
will
it!
not serve you well.
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! I'll thank you! Eternal Devastation! Talon Hurricane! Elusive Deity! I'll thank you!
Damning Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
I'll thank you!
Not on my watch!
Do it! Tornado God! Show me! In an instant! Impact Clock!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
What is this? Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
An opponent like this should be easy. Take this! On your knees. Take this! No shield can stand up to these attacks. We're not finished! My shield! Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. The enemy here are too.
You'll soon see about that.
All yours, Kisara. Step back. This one's all law. No backing down. Resonate with the earth.
They really don't give up, do they?
Azure Storm!
One more!
What? Let the marksman handle this!
Tornado drive!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Here goes!
You've got Storm! Ignite! Prepare to be sealed! Enter Storm! The showdown will be great and big! Enter Storm! Watch me! On your knees! Enter Storm! Resonate with the arm! Roll now! Time might!
In an instant!
Impact cross!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
No choice! Got you now!
Lunar collision!
Eternal now you see what I can do!
Is it too late to talk over our differences? In a bind?
If it's in the sky, it's mine! I never miss!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Mega ray!
Not so fast! Just getting tempted!
Steering!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Whirlwind snap! On your burn it out!
Do it!
Resonate with the
This one's got your name on it!
action to action!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Get lost!
Now you see what I can do! I'll face you! Fire support!
That makes me square.
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Hear me, flame of fury!
Here's
evil!
too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up! A new melody! Ready to in a bind! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Got you!
Don't get complacent. Finally, some open space again.
you guys checked your equipment lately?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I see one, eh? Roll down! Wait a sight!
This one's mine!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life? Engaging!
Do it!
It's almost too strong! Split it open! Be my guest! Now you see what I can do!
Into the shadows!
Do it! Shino!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Rotating pile driver! I'm ready! Watch this!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze laser!
Eternal devastation! Do it! Hey! Blow them away!
Glacial Spear! Here's
Azure
evil!
Storm!
I'll end you!
You picked the wrong fight! Azure Storm! Here's the board! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Finally, some open space again. This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Retreat if you know what's good for you! Engaging! Take down their defenses! Bring them down! Release! Take this!
A freezing storm! I never miss! Leave for support!
I'm ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Fall back!
The
enemy wields ours too!
We'll soon see about that!
I'm far enough! Azure Storm! Support! Mission! This one's all mine! Burn in hell! Azure Storm!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Stalagmite! Azure Storm! Rolling fire! Azure Storm!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Go!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
I see one, eh?
Swallow dance! Freeze laser!
My shield! Azure Storm! We're not finished! Coming through! Ha! No! Scarlet Inferno! First eye!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah?
Take this! No!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Any injuries?
Right, here goes!
Where are you going?
Azure Storm!
You think that shield will save you?
Azure Storm!
Ready!
We're not finished!
I can carve through armor!
Like shield!
Do it!
Hey! Blow them away!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
No choice. Now you'll learn! Azure Storm!
Not in your dreams! Astral energy!
Say no more!
These ones can run rings around us!
This one's all mine!
Lunar corruption!
Burn!
Lunar
Azure
blast!
Storm!
I'm
ready! Double me! In an instant! Impact Claw!
There's always room for improvement. Retreat if you know what's good for you. In a bind? Now you see
I
what I
won't
can
show
do.
you any mercy!
Can you take it?
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Azure Storm!
Thank you.
Out of the way!
Swallow dare! Rotating pile driver.
Let the marksman handle this!
Elusive deity. I'm ready.
Get toasty!
Bird strike.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from. This is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Ignite! Azure Storm!
Elusive deity.
Careful! Do it! It has...
Demon descent. Flashing bang.
Ready to go!
Now. Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly. That's my cue.
Shut him down! Azure Storm!
Shattering pieces. Attack us.
I'm now back into the fray.
I'm on it!
Mega ray!
The abyssal
Azure
deep.
Storm!
Spear.
Ignite!
Here's evil.
Azure Storm!
He do it.
We did it! Azure Storm!
Water.
I'm on it.
Wither Dragon!
No further.
Eternal Devastation! Clear for us a path.
I'm out of ammo. Back into the fray.
Swallow dance.
I'm just getting
Everlasting darkness. Risen tear.
Ready to go.
In the groove. Ignite. I'll smash you. Azure Storm. Away. Catapult.
I'll stop its charge. I'm out.
Thanks, Kisara.
I lost myself in the heat of the moment.
Everlasting darkness. Negative gain.
Crumble. I'm all stopped out.
Eternal devastation. Shine. Radiant light.
A freezing storm.
Azure Storm.
I freeze
Turn
out.
to dust. I'm on a roll now.
Free from regret.
I'll heal you all.
In a bind. Azure Storm.
Healing circle.
Burn in hell. Azure Storm. Take this. House it. Eternal devastation.
Charge steel.
Glimmer dragon.
I'll heal you all.
Now you see what I can. I'm just getting started.
Healing
Azure
circle.
Storm.
Nothing gets by me.
I'm grateful.
Searing tempest.
I'm ready.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
This looks nice and tough.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zugos the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's...
I won't forgive you.
Azure Storm. Got you now.
I'm ready.
A new melody. Talon Hurricane. Here we go again.
It's a duel of the eyes.
Azure Storm. Swallow dance. Eternal devastation. Blind freaks. Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon sword!
You picked the wrong fight!
Big flash! Can't get out of this!
Nothing gets by me. Far enough.
I'm grateful.
Annihilation dream.
I'm ready!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Glacial spear.
Eternal devastation!
Into the shadows.
Air pressure! Resonate with the earth! Now you see what I can... I'm just getting started!
Reload.
Azure Storm! Swallow dance!
Reload.
Storm! Azure Storm!
Hear me. Flame of fury.
Did you hear it now?
Here's the evil. Freeze Lancer. Primed and ready.
Grind you into
I
dust.
never miss.
Swallow dance! Teaching respect! Elucidate! Hitting wildfire! Denied! Azure Storm!
Searing tempest.
Swallow dance! Hey! Blow them away!
This is... I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidrea sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidrea's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea.
What is this?
Gotta break through! For my lord!
Now you see what I can do!
Like you! Drop that! You picked the wrong fight! I see what it is! You picked the wrong fight!
Far enough! Hurricane!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Shine! Radiant light! Full regeneration!
Zombie's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
I'm out! Storm!
Azure Storm!
By the power of hurricane!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Looks like some solid equipment. Looks like we've spotted one of Koodle's friends.
Armor won't save you!
Rotating pile driver! Eternal devastation!
Blow away! Take this! In a vine?
Much better.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Ignite!
Yeah!
Never fit!
Come on!
I'm ready!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Don't get careless.
No backing down!
The rebels!
Here's the evil!
Powered Hurricane! That freaking does it!
Freeze Lancer!
Benediction light.
On your knees!
Benediction
Here we
light.
go again! Talon Hurricane! Storm!
Lunar corruption! Lunar drop! I'm all stuffed up! Mega ray!
Eagle assault! We did it! Here we go again!
Glacial field!
Do as I say!
Can
you take it?
Hear me! Please! That's my cue!
Shut him down! Armor won't save you! Burn!
Dragon Tree Blazer!
Tempting! Out of the way!
Far enough!
Azure Storm!
Radiant, here!
Eat this! Puff back, will ya?
Annihilation!
It does it! Azure Storm! Here we go again! Air pressure! Talon Hurricane! Resonate with the earth! On your knees!
Mega ray! Annihilation!
Azure Storm!
In the sky is mine!
Swallow dance! Heal!
By the power of water! Gemini, do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
No choice.
Now you'll learn! Down! Go to hell!
Hear me!
Azure Storm! Regenerate!
I really am
It's over!
Don't suffer in
By
sight.
the power of water!
I'll smash you! Prepare to be seized! Burn!
Do it!
In a bind! Look! Hey! Blow them away!
Don't get complacent.
Forgive you!
Bring them down! Azure Storm! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Eat this!
Be my guest.
Azure Storm! Azure Storm!
Listen! Where are you going?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Fire away! Lightning! Downfall!
Hollow dance! Anything in order to all mine! Azure Storm! Not today! Azure Storm! Azure Storm! The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the tunneling to me!
Do it!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Finally, some open space again. Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like. Did we really just spend that much money?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Gotta break through! For my lord!
Freezing storm!
Where's them?
I'm clear!
No further!
Denied!
Enter storm!
Resonate with
the earth! Stalagmite! Onward! Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Enter storm!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the cover! Not today!
This one's mine!
Enter storm!
Eagle Assault! Here's a healing arc! Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Here I come!
Lost into force! You hear it? Listen!
Arc Shield! Annihilation!
Enter storm!
I'm ready! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Take that! Damn it, Here we go again! This one's all mine!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help.
Azure Storm!
Dust and deity! Radiating pile driver!
Not today!
Here's a healing arm! First
I
aid!
really owe you! Elusive deity! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Azure Storm! I owe you one! Azure Storm!
I'll smash you!
Thanks! Azure Storm! Eternal devastation!
Eagle bomb!
Back!
Azure Storm! What the everlasting darkness? Negative charge resonate with the earth! Eat this! Our is being interrupted. I'll finish you here now! On your knees.
Blazing storm! I can handle it! Denied!
It's too much!
Take this! Here we go again!
Thanks! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine! Radiant light!
Burn in hell! I owe you one!
Regenerate!
Azure Storm!
Reload! Back into the fray!
Talon Storm! Clock back, will ya?
Of regeneration! Regenerate! Don't suffer in silence!
A stopping charge! Thanks, Kitara!
Did we make it in time?
I'll bring you back from death to birth!
Azure Storm!
Resuscitation!
Shine! Radiant light!
Blazing storm!
Regenerate!
I owe you one! Azure Storm! I owe you one!
Arch shield! Confiscated! Nothing gets past!
Azure Storm!
Do it!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction.
Talon storm! Far enough!
Heal!
Healing circle!
This one's all mine!
Glacial spear! I never miss!
That's the spot!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Appears the end is nigh.
Burn!
Freeze lancer!
Azure Storm!
Glimmer dragon! Watch this!
Eternal devastation!
That's the spot!
Azure
That's
Storm!
like it does it!
In your death.
Lunar blast! I'm just getting started!
Azure Storm!
Lunar ray! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I felt better, that's for sure.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something... scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Bring him down! I'm on it! Watch it! Fire support! Take to the fray! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! One deadly strike, just as ordered. Gotta break through! For my lord! Burn it down!
Adrenaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Annihilation!
In a bind?
It's almost too strong.
Split it open! Be like it! I'm on elusive deity! Storm! We're not finished! Pieces!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. An opponent like this should be easy. I see one, you picked the wrong fight.
I really owe you one.
A freezing storm!
This should do it.
A freezing storm!
Talon hurricane! We're not finished! Stalagmite! On
Do
your
it!
knees.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Searing
I'm on
flame!
it! Watch this! Elusive deity! Pieces! Can you take it? I'm on it! Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact clock!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Right, here goes! Now you'll
Here
learn!
goes! Radiant here! Ready to go!
Eagle Fly! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Here I go! I'll tear you apart! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Begin! You're mine! Now I'm in the groove!
Do it!
All yours, Kisara!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Out of our way!
In a bind?
You picked the wrong fight!
Let the mark get out of this! What? This one's mine!
Locked and loaded! My shield? I'm ready! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Don't get careless.
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
It's on!
Here's evil! Please, I'll shoot them out of the sky!
I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Now I'm real mad!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Rock!
By the power of one!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it! I'll tear you apart! Take this! Talon Storm!
Graviton Field!
Talon Hurricane!
Azure Storm!
Ribbon King!
I'm all stuffed up!
Negative Gate! Shattering on your pieces!
Here's a healing
Attack
arc!
time!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Talon Storm!
Crush! Azure It's on! Huh? You picked the wrong fight!
At least it's easy! Taking pile time! I'll tear you
Lunar
apart!
Blast! I'm all stuffed up!
So deep! Clear for us a path!
Annihilation!
Aqua Serpent! Talon Hurricane!
Azure Storm!
Eagle Dive! Talon Storm!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Ha-ha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Coming through! Engaging! Being interrupted.
Glacial
Into everlasting dark. On your knees. You picked the wrong fight! Damn it! Oro won't save you! Like deal!
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Benediction light. Eternal devastation!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What could this be?
Bring him down!
I never miss!
Fire support! It's almost strong! Split it open! Be my guest! Enter Storm! Eater!
By the power of the world!
Shattering Enter Storm! Attack! Legends of dust! Abort!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Finally, some open space again.
you guys checked your equipment lately?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Let's see what you've got.
Engaging! Release!
Freezing
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Take this!
It's almost too strong.
Be my guest!
Mission!
Azure Storm!
Armor won't save you! My shield!
It was nice while it lasted. Arch shield!
Well, we'll do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We managed to pull through. If Almeidrea's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidrea.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dan and Rich.
Almeidrea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down and it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Here I go! Chromatos speed!
Getting I can carve through armor!
Searing flame! No!
I'm just getting started! Benediction light.
Lunar corruption! I'm all stopped up! Annihilation! Into the
Fatal arrow!
This one's mine!
Azure storm!
Rise to
Resonate with the earth!
It's on! Azure Storm!
Not on my watch!
All finishes here and now!
By the power of water!
I'll smash you! I'll face you! Not so fast! Hitting pile driver!
Azure Storm!
Shine! In a bind! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! On your knees!
Healing circle!
That's the spot! Air pressure!
I owe you one.
Benediction
Ready
light!
to go!
Azure Storm!
I'll fix you up! Art sealed!
I'll tear you apart!
Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Where are you going? I'll heal you all!
Rise! Burn!
Azure Storm!
Now you see what I can watch this!
Azure Storm!
Take this!
Here!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power!
Get ready!
Nothing gets by me!
Will this help? Here, let me help.
I owe you one.
Watch
Azure
this!
Storm!
Here! I'm out! Watch and weep!
This one's all mine.
Searing flame! Reload!
Super swallow dance! Heal!
Burn in hell!
Stay away!
Flame of fury!
Azure Storm!
Dance! Watch this!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Azure Storm!
All mine!
I'm all stuffed up! Let the marksman I never miss! Not on my watch!
Nothing gets by me!
Ah! Azure Storm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help! Lunar corruption!
Watch this!
Lunar blast!
Take this!
Azure Storm!
Shine! Radiant light!
Take
Burn in hell!
Regenerate! I really owe you one. Know your
Azure
fate!
Storm!
It's in your hands now.
Stay... Away from my friends! Azure Storm!
Healing circle!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation!
Here goes! And again!
Not done yet! Azure Storm!
Benediction light. Heal!
Not on my watch! Searing flame!
Being interrupted.
I'll fix you up!
Do it! The abyssal deep.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Prime and red! I never miss!
Azure Storm!
I'll cover you!
They're attacking separately!
Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on it! And take out the monster first!
Will this help?
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away!
Azure Storm!
Pistol assault!
Here's a healing arm!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Can you take it?
You'll pay for that!
Here! Go!
Azure Storm!
Healing circle!
Thanks to the wicked. Right.
Eagle assault!
Azure Storm!
I'll heal you all!
The abyssal deep.
Healing circle!
Behold my true power!
Looks bad.
Wits about you, people!
Not on my watch! I can't heal you
I
forever!
really owe you one.
Far enough!
I really owe you one.
What's this? The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
Burning thrust!
Chaotic disaster!
Natural defenses are failing, and the sitting duck!
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never!
Is this it? Forgive me. This is my fault.
Let's have some fun.
Glacial spear!
Can't get out.
This!
Freeze sensor!
And run!
It's in your
Bring
hands
you
now.
back from death to... Resuscitate!
This should do it!
Here, let me help! First aid!
I owe you one. Enter storm!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
This is some punishment.
Inspiration!
I'm such a failure.
Nothing gets by me! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Arch sealed!
Stalagmite! On your knees.
No! Can't end here!
I couldn't make it in time.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Benediction.
I'll bring you back
I
from death's
really owe
abyss!
you one. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Let the marksman handle this!
I owe you one.
Can't be happening! What was I thinking?
Regeneration. Regenerate.
Freeze Lancer! Here's a healing arc!
Now you see what I can do.
Enter storm!
First aid!
Alternate with the Stalagmite.
This should do it!
In a vine.
Leave the chargers for me!
Not today!
Can't be happening!
Just try and run!
Deity.
Enter storm!
Not on my watch!
Such a failure.
Enter storm!
Resuscitation.
This should do it!
You will suffer!
Incantation ruined. I really owe you.
Enter storm!
This one's mine!
Eagle assault!
Benediction.
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
My true power!
Freeze Lancer!
For Master Core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Flare tornado!
Ignore me, it's all mine! I'll finish you here and now! Treadwell!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this.
Here, let me help!
I owe you one!
Take Bolero!
Enter storm!
Searing flame! Reload! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
You will
Freeze Lancer! I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin! Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have... I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
for me?
No. Iori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.